The news for South Mississippi continues. The 4 o'clock show with David Elliott, Karen Abernathy, and meteorologist Carrie Duncan.
Are you trying hard to lose weight and just can't seem to do it? Well, body and mind expert Mark Patrick has some surprisingly simple ways to help you drop unwanted pounds.
And we're really excited to have Mark here with us on the 4 o'clock show, all the way from New Jersey in town for a big workshop, a seminar tonight. We're going to tell you all about that at the end of the interview. But first of all, Mark, what is the secret to your technique? How do you get people to lose weight? I know you help people quit smoking too.
We do. Let me explain first. There's over 25,000 different diet books on the market right now. There's different, I brought some with me, different diet products, infomercial products. The diet business is a multi-billion-dollar business.
Yeah.
The problem is this: over 95% of the people that go on a diet end up gaining all the weight back. And it comes down to two specific reasons. One, the missing link is your habits. You have to change your habits and the way you see yourself, or the snapshot, the image you have yourself in your brain. When you see yourself as a fit, motivated person, you're going to attract all those habits, all those behaviors that are in line with that.
Well, that seems to make sense. That's kind of like mind over matter, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So what is your technique then, and how do you help people?
One of the things we teach in our programs is we teach through hypnosis, through affirmations, through self-hypnosis, through visualizations, how to see yourself making the changes. You know, there's a quick story about Jim Carrey, the actor. Before he ever made $20 million as an actor in movies, he actually wrote a $10 million check out to himself and carried it around. And he used to visualize himself buying a house on the red carpet, signing autographs, and he basically he became that person. Yeah, exactly. And we all know the story how much money he's made in movies at this point.
Yeah,
so,
and you brought along all this stuff just to demonstrate that. I'm guessing you're saying, Mark, all this stuff is basically useless.
Absolutely.
The books, the bars, the pills, everything else.
Absolutely. Now, if you can give me a little permission, I want to show you how an eyes-open aversion hypnotherapy technique works. Is that okay?
What's it called?
Okay. It's an eyes-open aversion therapy technique works. What I brought with me are French fries. And on any dieter, this is something you would consider probably a great cheat food. Yeah. It was probably one of my favorite things before I got involved in this business. And what I'm going to show you is your brain takes you towards anything that perceives as pleasurable, and it avoids anything that perceives as painful. Now, you said I have a little permission to gross you out a little bit?
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
okay with this?
Karen and I are already seeing something.
Yeah. All right, I brought a little bit of friends with me. What I brought here is I brought some nice juicy worms. I'm going to pour these on here, guys.
These are just like earthworms.
Okay, so they're going to come alive. Over here I have something called bloodworms, which are pretty disgusting.
Yeah,
so I don't know if you get them in this neck of the woods.
Never want to eat French fries again?
Well, we're working on that. And these are what are called mealworms. Now, if you mix these all up together, you create a nice little batch for yourself. Ooh, they're climbing all over the place here. So now, if in the back of your head you were to associate, let's say, this disgust towards that French fry, typically what will happen? You won't get sick. You just won't want to eat those foods.
Yeah. I'll never eat French fries again.
No, I don't know. Well, here we go.
Well, that's really interesting. So these are the kind of techniques that you use?
I mean, this is just a simple eyes-open hypnotherapy. Most people, we just focus on the pleasures.
Now, if you do this exercise with somebody, will you do something like this tonight when people come and see you?
We don't do anything as drastic as this.
But the point is, if you do that, then people will the idea is visualize this gross sight the next time you look at a plate of French fries.
If you're struggling with cravings, this is an easy way to knock them out.
Remember,
plus you focus on the pleasure.
Okay.
Focus on the positives. That's also important.
Well, it's actually kind of like when someone finds something gross in their food sometime. They may never eat that.
How many times have you ever found a hair in your food or something like that?
Makes you not want to eat out.
You know, I want to ask you a question, Mark, on hypnosis. Is this a true statement? Some people are susceptible to hypnosis. Others can never really be hypnotized.
Well, for hypnosis, I believe everybody can be hypnotized. You just need two things. Number one, the willingness to make changes, and number two, just to follow some simple, basic instructions. Every night before you go to sleep, you go into a state of hypnosis. Every day when you wake up in the morning, before you're fully awake, you go into it. Actually, when you drive in a car for a long distance and you start to zone out, that is considered a light state.
I know what you're saying. You realize you've driven 4 or 5 miles and you really don't even remember it.
Exactly. That is all states of hypnosis. Most people's perception is barking and clucking. The form of hypnosis we do is just nice, deep, relaxed. It's incredibly stress. It releases a lot of stress also.
Now, by coming to this workshop, will people gain a tool they can use just by coming, or is this something they have to carry over and keep working on?
When you change a habit, you change it for good. And we're going to focus on their metabolism. We're going to focus on the habits they're struggling with, and we're going to show them through hypnosis how to make the changes.
And you use this strictly for weight loss?
Weight loss and stop smoking, but you could use it for anything.
Okay, it's coming up 7 to 9:30, Courtyard Marriott, the place to be. That, of course, on Beach Boulevard in Gulfport. The one and only Mark Patrick will be there to hopefully help you change your life and get moving in a positive direction.
And we didn't have a phone number on there. Do people just show up?
They could just show up tonight. It's $49.99,
okay.
A half-hour early registration, and we start at 7 to 9:30.
Thanks,
Okay,
Mark.
great.
All right, thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Man, good having you on the show.
Thanks.